Belize. A name that rolls off the tongue like a gentle wave, conjuring images of distant shores and endless blue horizons. The name itself feels like a promise, a whisper of turquoise water and swaying palms, a place where the air is thick with salt and possibility. It's the place you see in those quit your job and move to paradise articles, the glossy spreads that tempt you to trade your cubicle for a cabana. The fantasy is powerful, ditching the 9 to 5, trading your suit for flip-flops, and letting the sound of the surf replace the buzz of your phone. People arrive here chasing that dream, escaping cold cities and complicated lives, hoping to find something they've been missing. They want something simpler, more real, a life where the biggest decision is which beach to sit on, or whether to swim before or after lunch. Belize draws the restless, the out-of-step, the dreamers. It's a magnet for those who feel the world is moving too fast, who crave a slower, more meaningful existence. At the airport, you see hope and exhaustion on their faces, people who have left behind routines, relationships, and sometimes regrets, all for a shot at something new. They've read the blogs, watched the videos, and believe they've found a loophole, a place where the dollar stretches and stress evaporates, where life is as light as the Caribbean breeze. But they're not just after a vacation, they want a new script, a do-over, a chance to rewrite their story with the sea as their backdrop. The promise is intoxicating. Escape the pressures of the West, no more mortgages or commutes, just you, the sea, and a hammock. The idea of freedom here is almost tangible, as if you could reach out and grab it, but paradise is never as simple as the brochure. The glossy images don't show the challenges, the moments of doubt, or the reality of starting over. The sun shines, but it burns. The heat is relentless, reminding you that even beauty can be unforgiving. The water is beautiful, but the currents are strong. The sea invites you in, but it also demands respect, just like the country itself. Belize doesn't hand you a new life, it asks for something in return. You have to learn, adapt, and sometimes struggle to find your place. It tests you, asks if you can adapt to its rhythm. The pace is slower, but the lessons are deeper, and patience becomes your greatest ally. People land on Caye Caulker or Ambergris Caye, armed with sunscreen and unrealistic expectations, ready to start fresh but not always prepared for what that means. They think they know what they're getting into, but the real Belize is more complex, more raw, and ultimately more rewarding than any guidebook can describe. But Belize peels back the layers, revealing grit beneath the glamour. The salt air weathers you, just as it does the buildings and boats. The real story isn't about escaping life, it's about finding a different, more challenging, and ultimately more rewarding way to live it. It's about community, resilience, and discovering what truly matters. The adventure is just beginning. In Belize, every sunrise is a new invitation to explore, to adapt, and to find your own rhythm in the song of the Caribbean. Let's be honest, the $500 a month island life, it sounds like a dream. The kind of promise that fills travel blogs and social media feeds with sun-soaked photos and endless optimism. But how close is it to reality? Maybe, if you're a backpacker living on rice, beans, and luck, stretching every dollar and skipping most comforts. For a short adventure, sure, you can scrape by, but it's hardly the paradise most imagine. For most people, it's a fantasy, a clever marketing hook that lures in dreamers, only to leave some stranded and broke when reality hits. The truth is, the cost of living catches up quickly. A basic apartment on the Cays starts at $500 to $700, and that's without air conditioning, hot water, or any real amenities. If you want comfort, expect to pay more. Groceries are expensive, almost everything's imported, and prices can be double what you'd pay back home. Even simple staples add up fast. A realistic monthly budget is closer to $1,500 or $2,000, especially if you want a lifestyle that's more than just getting by. Hidden costs. Boat rides to the mainland, constant repairs, visa renewals, and little surprises. Chip away at your savings month after month. The $500 dream vanishes when your fridge dies and a new one costs $1,000, or when you need to replace something simple and it's triple the price. Island life isn't cheap, it's just different. The expenses shift, but they never disappear. Your money goes to new things, but it still goes. You'll find yourself budgeting for things you never considered before. Yes, you can drink a Belize beer for a couple bucks and eat stew chicken for $5, but stringing those moments into a sustainable life is hard. Occasional treats don't add up to a comfortable existence. The myth ignores health insurance, emergencies, and any life beyond survival. Medical care, unexpected events, and planning for the future all cost more than you think. It's a recipe for disaster if you're not prepared. The real island life demands planning, flexibility, and a budget that matches reality, not just a dream. There's a rumor that foreigners get special treatment in Belize. The truth? Being a foreigner is a double-edged sword. Belizeans are friendly, but hospitality isn't privilege. The gringo price is real. Quotes for repairs or services often come padded. It's not malicious, just business. Your foreign passport won't save you from trouble. It can make things more complicated. You're a guest, expected to play by local rules. The real advantage is economic. Most foreigners simply have more money. This creates a power imbalance, not privilege. Belizeans know who has money, but they don't respect you more for it. They just know you can pay. Social life here isn't about dinner parties. It happens on street corners, docks, and local bars. Plans are fluid. See you later could mean in 20 minutes or next week. This is island time. People over schedules. It drives newcomers crazy until they surrender to it. Community isn't something you join. It's something you're born into. A web of obligations and support. For expats, building a social life takes effort and patience. You become a regular, show respect, listen more than you talk. One day you realize you're part of the community. The island is small. Everyone knows everyone's business. It can feel comforting or suffocating. There are no secrets. You trade city anonymity for village intimacy. For some it's a fair trade, for others a deal breaker. It's a fundamental part of the island experience. Relationships here are a different game. Locals, tourists, and expats all mingling. For foreign women, attention is constant. For men, assumptions about money complicate things. The dating scene is a minefield of intentions. I met Sarah, an American dating a local dive master. Her most honest relationship, but not easy. She had to unlearn Western dating rules. Everything was direct, no games. Cultural gaps in communication and family expectations required building a bridge. Yes, there are transactional relationships, but genuine affection grows too. Love here is messy and complicated, just like anywhere. The key: leave Western expectations at the gate. Timelines, marriage, family, meaning shift. Relationships are more fluid. Family approval matters. You have to adapt, not impose your ideals. Love, like everything else here, moves to its own rhythm. On the surface, locals and expats mix easily, but look closer. Two realities play out side by side. For expats, it's a choice. For locals, it's life. Locals worry about feeding families, rising costs, and education. Expats worry about visas, internet, and coffee brands. The problems are worlds apart. This creates an invisible wall, a gap in understanding. Expats might complain about prices, not realizing the impact on local families. Locals might resent expat spending, not knowing the pressures left behind. Friendships can cross the divide, but require empathy and self-awareness. The best expats don't pretend to go local. They act as respectful neighbors, support local businesses, and know their place. The day starts early. Fishermen head out food stalls, sizzle kids walk to school. The island belongs to itself in the quiet morning. Expats stroll the beach, sip coffee, check emails. Locals prep boats and restaurants. The pace is relaxed for some, urgent for others. Tourists see paradise. Locals see a workplace. Afternoon sun slows everything. Siestas, shade, and socializing under trees. Deals are made. Gossip exchanged. The island pauses before evening. As the sun sets, the island comes alive. Bars fill, reggae plays. Everyone gathers at the water's edge. For a moment, differences melt away. Everyone is just a person watching the sunset, beer in hand. It's a fleeting unity, a perfect end to another day in paradise. The best stories are told at the bar. I met Mike, a Canadian who built his own house here. His first 2 years were hell. He got ripped off, got sick, almost left. But he stuck it out, learned to slow down, learned who to trust. During a hurricane, his Belizean neighbor fixed his generator for free. Next time you help me. That's when Mike understood. It's about showing up for people, not money. Then there's the flip side. A young European couple miserable after 6 months. They tried to open a hostel, got lost in bureaucracy, frustrated by island time. They tried to force their way, and the island pushed back. Belize doesn't change for you, you change for Belize. The people who make it are flexible, resilient, and patient. Those who fight the current always lose. So, what's the real story behind life in Belize? Let's peel back the glossy brochures and Instagram filters and talk about what it's actually like to live here. Belize isn't the cheap, easy paradise you've been sold. The reality is far more complex, and sometimes more challenging, than you might expect. The 500 a month dream is just that, a dream. Affordable living exists, but it comes with trade-offs, fewer amenities, less comfort, and a need to adapt to a different standard of living. Living here takes a realistic budget and humility. You'll need to plan carefully, stretch your resources, and accept that some things just cost more than you'd think. Being a foreigner doesn't grant you special status. In fact, it can make you a target for scams or higher prices. You have to earn trust and respect, just like anywhere else. The culture is rich and welcoming, but hard to fully integrate into. Belizeans are proud of their heritage, and while they're friendly, true belonging takes time and effort. The social rules, the pace, the relationships, all require a fundamental rewiring. Patience is essential, and so is a willingness to listen and learn from those around you. You can build a wonderful life here, but you have to do the work. It's about showing up, getting involved, and contributing to the community, not just taking from it. You must accept you're a guest. Humility and respect go a long way, and locals notice when you make the effort to understand their way of life. Life here is a trade-off: convenience for rawness, salary for sunsets, anonymity for community. You'll give up some comforts, but you'll gain experiences you can't find anywhere else. For some, it's worth it. The rewards are deep friendships, a slower pace, and a sense of belonging that grows over time. For others, the price is too high. The challenges, frustrations, and homesickness can outweigh the beauty and adventure. If you're escaping problems, don't bother, they'll follow you. Belize won't magically fix what you're running from, it will only magnify what you bring with you. But, if you come with open eyes and respect, ready to embrace the unknown and learn from your neighbors, you might find something better than the fantasy. A sense of connection, purpose, and belonging that's real and lasting. A real place, full of real people, living real lives. It's not perfect, but it's honest, and that's what makes it special. And in the end, that's the only kind of paradise worth finding. The one that's genuine, imperfect, and truly your own.